Hey there, friends. Welcome to the Comic Kaiser Show. It's great to have you here again, and we have yet another amazing guest with us today. Today, I am recording from my grandparents' house. Today, I guess, call him Grandpa, Papaw, whatever. I call him Papaw, but today, a very special guest with me today. A few things about him. He's married to, I call her Mamaw. Apparently, her name's Cheryl or something, but, Mamaw. He is my mother's dad, so in case you see that last name, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my last name's Nick or Kaiser. His is Nicky. So obviously there's gonna be a bit of a difference there. In case you're like, wait, a different last name there. So that's a bit on that. He currently lives in Akron, Ohio. So the place to be. And yeah, so I'd like to take a moment to introduce my Papaw. Papaw, it's great to have you here. Welcome to the show.
No, thank you, Wadey.
That's
My grandson, Wadey, thank you so much.
Of course, yes. And just a bit of a heads up, we are recording on his front porch, so there may be some potential backroom noise, if you will. So if you hear anything like a lawnmower or us kind of looking out, it's like, what is going on out there? So normally we're in more inside setting, but, with COVID and all that, don't want to cough my germs onto him or whatever, and vice versa. So I don't want to get the freak's disease over there, right? All right. Well, you ready for the warm up, Papo?
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So, first question for you. What's the best way to start the day?
I suppose waking up would be the best way to start the day. It'd be difficult to start it if you don't wake up.
That's it. That's a good
Uh,
answer.
Wake up, stumble in your closet and find the cleanest dirty shirt, put it on.
That is great.
That is Johnny Cash song,
Oh,
someone. I forgot the title of it, but that's one of my old-time favorite songs.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, part of the lyrics. I woke up Sunday morning. Oh, that's the name of it. Woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head. It didn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I had one beer and had another one for dessert. This is Sunday morning now. And then I stumbled to my closet to find myself a cleanest dirty shirt, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. That was Johnny Cash.
You know what's funny? So, my second question, the warm up, was going to be what song do you have completely memorized? But it seems like you already got that one down.
Yeah, that one pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't have any song completely memorized. My memory's kind of half-witted, so I got a lot of songs memorized partially, but none completely.
Gotcha.
So
I was waiting for you to start singing. Is it Bloom, Despair, and
yeah,
Agony on
yeah,
Me?
that's the one I actually composed. I know
Yeah.
you don't believe that. Actually,
Snopes fact check.
yeah,
Papaw.
no fact checking here.
Yes. Four
That,
Pinocchios.
that's from the old Hee Haw show. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
All right. What would you say is the greatest sport ever made?
greatest sport.
Sport.
Oh boy, Wadey. I don't know. I pretty much like them all.
What's your favorite one to play in recently, or whatever you
As
can?
far as officiating, I like volleyball the best, which I can't believe I'm saying this
I
because
can't either, to be honest.
baseball's been my favorite for my whole life. But here, I'd say the last 5 years, I've got injured so much in high school baseball.
And then foul
I
balls.
I got chunks of meat and skin missing off my forearms. Whereas in volleyball, I never got injured one time,
Hmm.
and they pay $80 a game as opposed to 55 and 60 for baseball. Who would have thought
I
that?
know.
The sissy volleyball pays a lot more than baseball.
Sometimes the harder you work, the less you get paid. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's the case here. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
However, there is so many rules in volleyball that most people do not realize.
So what's a rule in volleyball that most people wouldn't realize?
That back three players can hardly do anything in in front row where the front three players play.
Okay.
The back three have to pretty much stay back there.
So
Well,
then,
only one's allowed to come up front. They're called a setter.
mhm.
She comes up and sets the ball. The other two, they cannot cross that attack line. They have to play in the back row.
See me and my limited beach volleyball knowledge. I
Absolutely.
just assume everybody can hit it over, and I'm too lazy to go up there.
And they cannot, the back three players, the back row players cannot hit the ball over the net that's above the net when they contact it. They're not allowed to do that. They can set it or pump it to the front row players. So they're limited so much that you cannot imagine. I mean,
Gotcha.
you never know that just by looking at the game. But
So much goes on out there. I'm just like, just hit the ball over the net, you
Yeah.
know. So, what would you say is something you like to do the old-fashioned way?
I'd say hoe in the garden.
The garden?
Yeah, got the old hoe, and I just hoe around the plants, each plant individually,
Mm,
groom
gotcha.
them, and then I run a tiller in between the rows. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so this is where I'm getting into the. So I like to put out a poll for audience questions. I think I was talking about this a little earlier. So I got a few audience questions during our warm up. So our
okay.
first one comes from Angelina Dawn, and she's asking, favorite vegetable to grow in your garden. See, it all just kind of links together from what we're talking about. What's your favorite vegetable to grow in your garden?
Tomatoes, without doubt, hands down, tomatoes.
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 What's
Yeah.
so special about a tomato?
Tomato is I don't know, my favorite vegetable. I can eat it. My tomato and bacon sandwiches are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat tomato with anything. Sometime I'll go down the
Cereal.
garden with the salt shaker,
Uh huh.
pick a tomato and a hot pepper, and take a bite of each.
Uh huh.
Put a little salt in the tomato and just bite it like an apple.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that makes one of us. I'm happy for
Yeah.
you.
Well, I know your dad don't like tomatoes either, but boy, I just love him.
Yeah.
That's my favorite,
I
tomatoes.
yeah, I like tomatoes. I don't know to that extent. Maybe I need to explore more, but I don't know. Maybe I'll stay in my rigid ways. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I've noticed the older I get, the more my taste, my everything changes about you. You know, my body's slowed down, my joints are aching, my arthritis taking over, the heart skips a beat.
Oh gosh.
For years, I couldn't stand cinnamon, for instance. Now I love cinnamon. I never ate jelly. Now I love peanut butter and jelly. You know, just a totally different guy.
So when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what's your ratio of peanut butter and jelly? Is it equal?
I'd say equal.
Okay.
Darn near equal. Yeah, I know. Like my wife, she doesn't like as much jelly as she does peanut butter. But me, I like just as much jelly as peanut butter.
Okay. I just remember asking someone one time that, and they were like, "I don't put any jelly on," or someone
Yeah.
was like, "You freak."
Okay, well, their word doesn't make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I know, right? It's like, freak. All right. So I got a few more guest questions here. These two are from Hallie Cole. She's asking, "What's your favorite dessert?"
Jello.
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 What's your favorite Jello? Like type of Jello?
I would say cherry. Probably banana. Cherry favorite by far.
Gotcha.
Love Jello.
Gotcha. Cherry's number one and bananas two by like a far second.
Yeah, far second. Then every other flavor of Jello.
Whatever.
I like
those
it all.
are.
Yeah, but cherry is definitely
It's the
my
cherry on
favorite.
top.
Yeah, cherry on top. Yes.
Got him. What is your favorite pun?
Pun.
Pun, yeah. Like a play on words.
Well, as they used to say, there was a movie years ago. I forgot the name of it, and this one actor he said, "I'm so smart. I speak 7 different languages, and English, she's at my best." That's what he said. So my pun, I guess, I don't know. I guess it would be, I speak 7 different languages, and English, she's at my best.
So what was that from? You say that all the time. I'm curious.
Yeah,
What exactly is that from?
I can't remember. It was some movie years ago,
Okay.
and I don't even know who the actor. I can see him now. He's short, black-haired guy, real funny. I don't remember his name either. That's what happens when you get old. You can't remember
That's
anything.
okay. It happens. All right, so I got a mixed. So 2 people asked this same exact question. It was a mixture of Hallie and Morgan Kaiser,
Yeah.
asking, "What is your favorite Bible verse?"
I have several of them. My longest all-time favorite is John 14:6.
All right.
Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me,"
There
which happens to be your favorite as well.
It is, yes.
I knew that.
Yep. So,
And there's a lot of Psalms. I can, again, there goes my memory. Well, Joshua 1:9 as well. That's right up there too. About I command you to go. I will go with you. Fear not, but I am with you.
yeah,
That's my other favorite Bible verse.
say they're pretty solid ones.
Yeah.
All right. What would you say is the most interesting talent you've seen or heard of? Just like something weird.
Wow, Wadey. It's just a talent.
Yeah.
This is not such unusual talent, but Corey can do a wheelie on his motorcycle from the Radisson to the turnaround. I mean,
Yes, I believe it.
he'll hold a wheelie up the hill here
Right.
and set it down the turnaround.
What an amateur.
To me, that is just mind-boggling. Because I used to ride a bike and I could do a wheelie maybe for 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah.
In fact, I wrecked more times than I didn't trying to do
gosh.
wheelies. But that just, I would say that's the unusual talent to hold a wheelie for a quarter of a mile.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey is my cousin, his grandson, just to
Yeah.
provide some background. Yeah, he knows his way around a bike, I'll give him that.
Yeah. Well, he gets it from Gig, from his dad.
He knows his way around a
my
bike pretty
son.
well too, yeah.
Yeah.
What would you, if all jobs had the same pay and hours, what job would you ideally want to have?
Wow, Wadey, you asked some
Maybe I should hold off on that one
you
till
asked
later.
some trick questions.
Yeah, I know, right?
Axe.
Axe.
You asked.
Yeah.
You asked some trick questions. My ideal job. Oh Lord. I was in printing for over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
My particular title was stripper or image assembly. Before the computers, we'd do that by hand, like we'd take a leaf off of this tree and put it over this other one,
Mm-hmm.
or take one guy's face and put it on the other guy's body.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite interesting, quite challenging, and quite rewarding
Uh-huh.
once the finished product showed up. I'm not sure I'd want to.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. I don't know what would my job. That was. I mean, I loved my job for years.
Yeah. It could be that job.
Yeah.
I've just thrown you a curveball to finish.
Yeah. But the jobs are going. I mean, they don't do that anymore. Everything's done on the computer.
Yeah, it has changed a
There
lot.
is no more hand craftsmanship.
Yeah. What did you call your position? Did you call it a stripper?
Stripper, yeah. Because the old film, you would actually strip the layer of film called the emulsion
Yeah.
and put it in another piece of plastic.
Gotcha. It just
in
had a
position.
unique name. That's
Yeah,
all.
right. It's not to be confused with a stripper in a strip club.
Yeah.
But it's also called image assembly, which was a little more civil than stripper.
Yeah.
So
Classy term.
assemble images. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I was just being facetious. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's okay. Yeah.
All right. I got 2 more questions here, and that'll wrap up the warm up. So, did OJ do it?
Yes, she did.
He did?
Yes,
Oh,
he
man.
did.
You lived through that, so.
Yep. Yeah, I lived it. I watched the trial. Had some slick lawyers that lied and pulled all kind of tricks, and it worked for OJ. Unfortunately, it was too bad for Nicole and her family. You know.
That was like the 90s and all that. Well,
No,
before my
Yeah, it
version
was.
of the 90s.
I think even before '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived through it. I've seen it all, and yeah, he got away with it.
Yeah. There you go. All right, final question. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh.
And I ask every guest this question, so not just
Yeah.
sucker punching you right
Yeah,
here.
actually, I don't get too many compliments.
No, there he is fishing for compliments.
Yeah. Wow. Well, my wife telling me how good I looked when I was younger. Of course, if she tells me that now, I know she'd be lying.
Oh.
Uh, but as an official, high school official, it's rewarding when people tells you you did a great job.
Hmm.
And as an official, you want to be like not even be seen or part of the game.
Hmm.
Because if the people notice you, that means you screwed up.
That's fair.
So yeah, so I guess that would be the wife would come way ahead of sports.
Smart man.
Yeah, yeah, and the grandkids when you guys were little, I tried to make this place the most fun place in the world for all you kids.
Hmm.
And I hope I succeeded. I know you guys used to tell me how much you enjoy coming here, and that meant a lot.
Hmm.
That was one of the best compliments.
Oh yeah, it definitely was a very good place to grow up. I mean, grew up over at my house
Yeah,
a lot too,
well,
but this was like the fun
close.
weekend place.
Yeah, close enough, and you guys could walk here.
Yeah, true, true. All right. Well, thank you, Papaw. I appreciate you. Congratulations, you survived the warm up.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
we'll be back with more to hear more about Papaw after a brief mention of our sponsor, and then we'll be back with more.
Richard Head here with another amazing product. With all this coronavirus that's infecting our country, we've discovered a cure, COVID-X. With our patented blend of herbs, spices, and dish detergent, it's guaranteed to cure not only coronavirus, but COVID-19 as well. Watch as COVID-X cures my own personal case of COVID-19. Cough, cough. Never felt better. But wait, there's more. Order within the next 90 minutes, and you get a free case of Covich absolutely free.
Warning, side effects may include but are not limited to vomiting, increased sickness, dying, and worst of all, everyone knowing you're an idiot for drinking toilet bowl cleaner. COVID-X is not for everyone, or really anyone when you think about it. Call your doctor if you are actually considering taking this product, and when we say doctor, we mean psychiatrist. Don't take COVID-X if you actually have coronavirus, COVID-19, or any other disease. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's great to have you here. It's great to still be talking to Papaw here, or Mark, or whatever you go by, but you're Papaw to me.
Go macho.
Match.
Macho, by the way, is something opposite of macho.
So yes, yeah, he goes by macho, which it's like I think it's the polar opposite of macho, which it's like anything but that. But hey,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, a girly guy is what I am. That's what macho is.
Oh gosh. So I guess to start off, I guess I'll just dive into this audience question here. Maybe this will get us going. This one comes to us from Trevor Ranieri. You remember the guy with the big
Oh
afro?
my goodness!
Well, not
Yeah, I
anymore,
remember
but
Trevor. Yeah.
yeah, yep, Trevor, solid dude, and he's asking, ask him some of his favorite hunting memories. So Trevor's big into hunting, so he probably wants to hear the great adventures of Papaw Nikic.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember Trevor. I remember him having those deer antlers in his truck, which was kind of silly looking, especially for a Christian school. But
Yeah, we went
it's
to high school
okay. I
together.
liked it. Favorite hunting memory, I would have to say, we were pheasant hunting years ago when my brother shot me.
He shot you?
He actually shot me. I was with a shotgun and
Like a slug or a...
no, the
The
pellets,
pellets, yeah.
the BBs, and we were far enough apart where he shot this pheasant and BB's coming, just fell on me. He didn't actually, thank God, didn't hurt, didn't
That's
put
probably
my
enough
eye
to be
out.
like, bro, what the
Didn't
heck?
do it. Yeah, right. Yeah. And then funny, about 30 years later, Dick Cheney did the same thing. He shot his friend. Remember Dick Cheney, the
He
vice
was
president?
vice president of Bush, right?
Yeah. He shot some guy. Same thing that my brother did to me. But anyhow, that was more of a joke. My favorite memory, Trevor, is deer hunting.
Mm.
We were down in Woodsfield, Ohio, me and Wade's dad, Scott, and we were sitting on a hill, probably, I don't know, 300-400 yards apart. He was on top of the hill, actually on the other side, and I was down at the bottom of the ravine. And this big old buck comes along. and your dad shoots at him, puts a hole in his ear. That's how close he come to shooting him right in the head. He put a hole in his ear with a slug. And at that point, we didn't realize there was another person there.
Oh, shoot.
This local guy yells out, "Did you get him?" Obviously, it was a hillbilly.
Yeah.
And at that point, the deer made a right-hand turn and come right at me.
Oh,
So I got him. One shot right through the heart. I dropped him. It was an 8-point buck. That was the biggest deer I ever got in my life. And your dad got a piece of his ear, and the local hillbilly didn't get anything other than I thanked him for saying, "Did you get him?"
yeah.
Because that chased him right to me because he
Yeah.
was going right at him.
He ran off towards you. Is that
Yep.
the one that you got hanging up in your room?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yep, that's
Big
the
old
one.
boy.
Yeah, and I told the taxidermist not to plug that hole, and I'll be darned, he did. So
Did you take it outside and shoot another hole in its ear?
Yeah, well, I probably should do that, but with my bad eyes, I would probably hit him in the head and ruin the mound.
Oh,
so,
no. Not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember it having a hole in the ear.
Yeah,
but it's been
yeah.
a
Well,
while.
your dad knows because he put it right there. After I shot him, I looked and said, "Look here, Macho. There's a hole in his ear. That's how close you come to getting him."
I guess there's at least a bit of comfort, like, well, I guess I'm not as bad of a shot as I thought I was.
Absolutely. Got his ear.
Yeah, you couldn't have tried to hit that.
Yeah, you couldn't. Right. I was aiming for his heart, and of course, it was running with your dad. I don't shoot at deer while they're running because I'm not that good of a shot. I'll wait for them to stop or walk up on me, and then I'll get them.
Gotta lead them on, right? Shoot at what they're gonna be, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's
Easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Gotta play more of those video games, Papaw.
I
the Call of
suppose.
Duties.
Yeah. I don't. I didn't
Okay.
grow up with that, so I don't spend much time playing video games.
That's all good. It's a lot to take in and a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah, too many buttons to push, and I'm not that coordinated anymore.
it's all good. All right, so now I'm getting into some of the, I don't know if I'd call them smuttier questions, but, someone asked this, so whatever. I'll see what you have to say. This is coming from a dude named Caleb Snyder. I ran track with him in college, so I don't know
Okay.
if you met him. But he's asking, how disappointed are you in your grandson? He doesn't clarify which one he's talking
Yeah,
about, so
okay.
it couldn't be me, but I don't know. Answer that as you see fit.
I am not disappointed in any of my grandkids.
That's
None of
great.
them. I am so proud of. I know the Bible says, "Do not be proud," but I am proud of you guys, not of me or anything else. I'm proud of all you grandkids, what you've accomplished and how you turned out. All of you love the Lord, and that's the biggest thing in life, biggest satisfaction for me, to know that whatever happens in this world, we will all be together.
That's true, yeah.
That's the biggest satisfaction for me.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Take notes, Caleb. That was a stupid question. Just guys being guys. All right, next one I got from a dude. His name's Andrew Reinhardt. Another one I ran track with in college. It's actually literally polar opposite. What are you most proud of Wade for? Whatever. What I don't know what to say to that, but what do you got?
Proud of Wadey? Okay.
Everything.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
What your boys accomplished when you did great in high school. Everybody's saved and baptized. Everybody's born again. That's the biggest thing in life. And the way you conducted your lives, the way you grew up, your job. You're 23 now, right?
Yes, sir.
And at 22, you had all them people working under you as a young college graduate. That is some good moral character and dependability and honesty too. I'm so proud of that. I even stopped a Amazon driver one day, and I was talking to him. I said, my grandson graduated college 6 months ago, and he's like a floor manager at Amazon, and he's responsible for like up to 100 people. I said, how great is that? And what reply that young man said was, he's got a great job. He said, I have a good job, but he's got a better one. And I said, I agree with you.
Oh, well, thank you.
So,
Yeah, it's been a good ride there so far. I mean,
Yeah.
it's has its hard days like any job, you know.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
but yeah,
But just to think that a young kid out of college takes on this responsibility and handles it, that is just amazing.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I got one from Michael Hopkins. You remember him?
Oh, yeah, I
Yep,
remember
He's
Michael.
asking, gosh, all these people. Which twin is your favorite? I don't know. What do you want to say? I'd say both of them, but or Wade, obviously, but
Oh, he's talking about you two guys?
I assume he doesn't clarify what he means by which
which
twin.
one's your favorite?
The assumption is Wade and Wyatt, but who knows?
Okay,
Maybe.
between Wade and Wyatt, my favorite is Morgan.
Oh my gosh. That brings me to my next question from Angelina asking, is Morgan the favorite? All these people.
Yeah, to put him on a spot. I don't have a
God.
favorite. All of you grandkids are my favorite.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Wade's a little more favored than the others, obviously.
Right, yes. Wadican is a little more favored than the rest of them.
Yes. Oh gosh. So I don't know. We're all talking about favorite grandkid, favorite twin, this, favorite that. So obviously we're talking grandkids, but you got kids. So what is the main difference between kids and grandkids? Because you got both of them, and they're all. I mean, we're all pretty much grown up at this point. So what would you say is the big difference between both of them from your line of sight?
Okay, well, I love love you all the same, my kids and grandkids. The biggest difference is raising my kids. I didn't have time to spend with them because I was too busy working, making a living. I want to give my kids all I could without spoiling them or giving them false hope for the world, because the world is okay, but it's not that great. I mean, the world will take advantage of you, and people spoiling their kids is not a good thing. But being busy making a living to give everything my kids that I wanted to, which is kind of a good thing because I didn't really spoil them. They realize they have to earn everything. They realize nothing's easy, nothing's given to them, and you should work for stuff you want. Set a goal for yourself and strive for it. And the grandkids, I had all kinds of time. That's why I said in our warm-up, I wanted to make this place, you guys' best place in the world.
Yeah, best place in the world.
That you guys want to come to.
Yay. Fun grandkid place.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I think I succeeded.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every minute of it with you
Yay.
kids.
It was good times. So would you say, I mean, of course, I'm just throwing my mom under the bus. How spoiled was my mom, really?
She was spoiled more so than the two brothers.
More so?
Definitely, yeah. She wasn't spoiled to the point like most people nowadays. As far as
comparing it to.
the three of my kids, she was the most spoiled.
Yeah.
Of course, being the only girl too, and the youngest.
What's this? So I remember hearing this story about how you ordered a hot dog in front of her once at McDonald's or
Oh
something.
yeah.
What?
I'm always trying to be funny, and half the time it turns out stupid. But anyhow, I try to be funny all the time, so I went to McDonald's and I ordered a hot dog. Of course, they don't sell hot dogs, and she got embarrassed. And I do that a lot. I just lost a train of thought. I did something.
Ordered a hot dog from somewhere else?
No, something. Oh yeah, I took Amanda to
My cousin.
to,
Yep.
to Starbucks. Yeah, Amanda, cousin Starbucks, Amanda. Hey Jim, we're podcasting.
Oh,
Don't bother us.
Oh,
We're
gosh.
podcasting.
hello there. Yeah.
That's my grandson.
Hello there, Jim. don't
Anyhow,
mind
yeah,
the
don't mind the
disturbance.
interruption.
We'll leave that in
Th-
there. Why not?
That's the way I am. I have no sense.
It's all
Anyhow,
good. You got dollars, right?
I took Amanda to Starbucks. Marissa and Amanda, they both love Starbucks, so we go there quite a bit. We don't, not so much anymore, because they've grown up and stuff. But when they were younger. And one time we went there, and going to Starbucks is like a different language. They
Yes.
have Vinci and Grande. Well, I didn't realize Vinci meant large and Grande meant medium. So one day we pulled up there and we got to know this one waitress. Her name was Summer, of all things. Real giggly and nice young lady. So Amanda put in her order and she said, "Is that be all?" I said, "No, I would like a Vinci Grande Tapioca." And she started giggling and said, "Sir, I don't know what that is." I said, "Well, it ain't nothing. It's just some of my stupidity. I'm trying to be funny."
She's like, "Who is this guy?"
So when we pulled up to the window, she said, "Oh, it's you guys. I should have known." So I'm a kind of a prankster. I try to
Sure.
do that all the time, just to see people smile.
I mean, life is very dreary and depressing. At times you gotta laugh
Absolutely,
here and there.
absolutely. You got to laugh at yourself and not so much at other people, but at yourself mainly. So
That's the thing. Gotta make it more enjoyable.
yeah,
Be able to go into a situation no matter what, make it laugh. Yeah, no, I will say I kind of blame you a bit for this, but it was literally the other week I was ordering I'm gonna say it wrong, a frappe from McDonald's, and I said, "Can I have a frappy?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no!" I just played it off, but I was like, "Cause you said that once at McDonald's, like, can I get a frappy?" It's like, what? Then I literally did the same thing last week. I was like, "Can I get a caramel frappy?" And then after I said, I was like, "Nope, just keep going, just keep going." They ain't gonna call me out on it, but
okay. So what is the proper term?
I think it's frappe. I'm pretty sure.
Frappe.
Frappe,
Okay. See,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Frappe. It looks like frappe. You know how
I
you
know,
spell
right?
it. I said all that French stuff is like a different language.
Yeah.
Even that other coffee place, Dunkin' Donuts, they got different language too when you start ordering coffee. You know.
Oh, yeah, it's about you're selling an experience, not a product. So.
Yeah, well, with me, all I need is just a plain old black cup of coffee.
Yes.
That's all. I don't need any of that tapioca or Vinci Grandes or whatever.
Vici Grande, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's great. So obviously things have changed a little. Like our coffee is a little more interesting these days because you drink coffee all the time. You're more just straight black coffee.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoy it because I don't, but I'm glad you enjoy it.
There's a deer up there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, got
two of
another
'em.
deer.
See him right in the opening? Straight
Oh.
ahead?
They're mocking us right now.
Yeah. Can you see it? I'm serious.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
him. I see
There's
him.
two of them. One had just
That's
walked by and the other one stopped and looking at us.
If I could use the force to move the camera.
Yeah.
That's another interruption, but hey, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have wild turkeys and deer. Yeah, you still that was moving on. Okay.
That's great.
I should go get my crossbow and shoot one,
Oh gosh.
but I'm not that good at it, so I'll wait till the shotgun season.
Yeah. Well, shotgun season starts up here in a few weeks, right?
Yeah,
Or
just
beginning December. So
day
here
after
soon.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it'll be here soon. It's a shame that peak season is during that time because
Yeah.
I was gonna go hunting last year, but then my offer, they're like, "Hey, want to start early?" Sure, why not? So
Yeah. Well, that was a good move.
it was.
You got a good job and good future ahead of you, young man.
So it seems life's very fragile, but
Yeah.
hopefully it stays.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think good Lord's blessed his family tremendously.
True.
Got that hedge of protection about us that
Yeah,
COVID hasn't touched us.
that's true. That's
and,
true. COVID has.
I'm so thankful for that. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, it's been a weird year. It's been a weird year.
Yeah, but we got to remember who's in charge. You know, Democrats aren't in charge.
Trump's
Republicans
not
aren't in
really
charge.
in charge of a lot of things. It's
God's the one in charge. It's all in His hands, and I trust Him. Things will work out.
yeah.
Everything will be okay at the end.
Well, really, when you think about it with this COVID, like, would you even say we faced a disease like this before? I mean, sure to some extent earlier on, but from what you've seen, this is weird, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen, believe it or not, I haven't seen the one of 1918.
Oh, God.
I wasn't around then, but I was around for AIDS and that H1N1 and Ebola and all that, but it wasn't quite as bad as this
Well,
one.
Besides I mean, I guess there's the obvious, but just to ask for the sake of asking, what would you say makes this one worse?
The way it spreads, the
Mm.
way it's unseen, and people just aren't taking it serious enough,
Mm.
including our president. I love the guy. I love his policies. I will vote for him, but he's not taking this
Very
pandemic
seriously.
serious enough, in my opinion.
Sure.
That's my opinion. Like I
Yeah.
said, but I will.
You're gonna
I
have
see-
both sides. You just pissed off both the Trump supporters and the Biden supporters. They're all
Yeah.
gonna be up here burning your house down here real
That's
soon.
okay. I can't. I don't like talking politics, but I don't like open borders. I don't like abortion. I don't like people burning other people's businesses. That's just the way it is. That's
Sure.
the facts of life.
Yeah, it's been tricky. It's been tricky.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that definitely, like, with as negative as things have been, like, I'm hoping like there's some upsides, like regardless of who wins. It's like definitely like the burning and stuff. Hopefully that like gets curbed. Like police officers, the African American community. I'm hoping that there's some positive sides, because there definitely are. Like every movement, you got your good people, you got your crap heads, as I like to call them. Anytime you get a group of people together, you have your good, your bad, your well-intentioned, your ill-intentioned. So I'm definitely hoping that there's some more equality that comes through all of this, but we'll see. I don't know. It's every day's a new day. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot of wrong in this country, but it's still the best country on the planet.
Yeah.
So
And that's the thing. Like even this country, like Trump, love him or hate him, but it's like you see these things. I hope he freaking dies. It's like, what country can you say that about your leader and not get arrested? Like,
absolutely.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful
Or
thing.
arrested or shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely one beautiful thing I think about this country. But yeah, COVID, like it's been a pretty weird disease. Like, I mean, have you really been? I mean, you go on bike rides these days, but have you really gotten out a whole lot since it started?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not as much as you'd like, but
Yeah. I'm worried about Mama.
yeah, me too.
She's not real healthy, and she stays home, and I've got to be careful when I go out
Mhm.
not to bring anything home. You
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I still I love bike rides because I stay away from crowds, from people.
Mhm.
I run into people I know, and I'll not talk to them from a distance. Today I ran into Jenny,
Mhm.
Monell's best friend.
Yep.
And I talked to her for probably a good 15 minutes from a distance. I
Sure.
made sure I was
Get away from me.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I was. We
Yeah.
give each other an air hug,
Sure.
Like
Have you done like the foot tap before? The foot tap, where you like tap each other's feet. Like,
Oh no.
I probably
I'm
shouldn't
not,
do that.
I'm not that advanced yet. No, no, we just go with air hugs from
Air
the
hug,
distance.
social
yeah.
distance, handshake.
Yeah, just air hug
Yep.
from a distance. Yeah, and I ran into some fella I went to high school with. I haven't seen for like 50 years, and I knew where he grew up, where his parents lived, and he still lives there. He bought the house. Of course, his parents are dead and gone a long time ago. And his daughter went to school with you, Mom, and Uncle
Hey.
Gig. Yeah, her name's Dawn Powell, and she had just happened to be there, and I air hugged her dad, Jim Powell, my old buddy, and air hugged her, from the distance, and she told me about her Snapchatting and Facebook with your mother, Nell, my daughter, and she said she saw a picture of them going to that Christian concert they went to Friday night.
Last Friday, yeah.
Yeah, so Richard Cole with them and Jenny, and so we talked a little bit about that. And Jenny's dad is not doing real good. He's in a nursing home. He fell and broke his leg.
Yikes.
So when I was talking to Jenny, her neighbor had one of those shower stools, plastic shower stool that invalid people use to sit in a shower and shower themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I should probably take that and give it to my dad. I said, well, yeah, just go get it. It's a trash night. It's sitting out there on the curb. Just take it.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, I'm going to go ask him. And then I talked her out of it. There's a joke over here. We get into it.
All right.
And I said, just go get it. So she went and got it and took it in her house. And we said goodbye, and I left. And then I remember there was a nice picture of that Nell Snapchatted of Jenny and her selfie from the concert. So I thought, I got to show Jenny this picture. I said, this is the best picture of them two together. They both have a big smile and just pleasant-looking, good-looking girls. So I thought, I'll go back there and show her that picture. Then I thought, well, I'm going back there. I'm gonna play a trick on you. So I knocked on the door. I said, open up. This is the police.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a report of some stolen chair. Now, she never did answer the door. I don't know if she had left, because they got two houses, one there and one a little ways down the street. She was Jenny remodeled the homes, believe it or not. So anyway, that's a little joke I played on it. Open the door, this is the police. There's a report of a stolen chair, you know.
Kick open her door.
Yeah, no, she didn't, though. She obviously wasn't even there. But I didn't give her the picture, and I didn't get to play a joke on her, so I just turned around and come home. But anyhow, I'm always looking a way to make people smile, or some kind of stupidity that people get a kick out of.
I get that. Yeah, got to make them laugh, right?
Goes back to that, laugh at yourself and help the other people laugh as well. Yep.
All right, yeah, definitely making people laugh. It's definitely kind of a brightener, because going back to that again, I mean, life is hard. It's not easy. So if you can laugh and enjoy it, it definitely makes it go a little easier. Well, I guess I'm going to kind of slide this audience question here. I think this is my last one that I've got. Yeah, this one comes from Helly Cole, just kind of speaking of good times. She's asking, what's your favorite vacation you've been on?
Oh, boy. Well, we went to a lot of good vacations, fantastic vacation. But the one that stands out was in 1998, my wife and I and Jenny's mom and dad, the same Jenny that's good friends with Manel, us four rented a van and drove through the Mount Rushmore, to Crazy Horse, through Badlands, through Yellowstone, and another place that's hardly known is a town called Logan, Utah. It's the most beautiful city I've ever seen. It's nestled up in the mountains in northern Utah.
All right.
We spent a night there. Then we went to Reno, Nevada, went to Ponderosa, where the Cartwright boys, there was a TV show called
I'm going to have
Ponderosa.
another interruption here real soon.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And
it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll have a special guest.
Yeah.
Look at them lights. They're going to be like, what are they doing? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We stopped in Ponderosa, and Virginia City is probably my favorite city, another favorite city.
Actually, while you're talking, I'm going to turn this light on real quickly.
It's an old cowboy. It's an old cowboy town.
Much better, yes.
Yeah, with the sidewalks, and I mean, it's like walking into the 1800s, but people live there. It's a real life town called Virginia City. From there, we went to Sacramento, California. We went to Fresno, California. We stopped, and while the girls were trying to rent a hotel room, we got approached by these two prostitutes.
Uh-oh. They want some from you?
Yeah, but...
Like, we heard you were a stripper at the printing press place.
Yeah, the two... Yeah, but anyhow, they didn't get anywhere with us because the wives come back and chased them off.
There you go.
But that was kind of unusual. You
Sure.
know, these two guys sat in the van as these prostitutes come up. But anyhow, so we spent a night at Sacramento and Fresno. Then we drove down Highway 1, the Pacific Highway. Beautiful place. Went through Carmel, California. Went through Hog Breath Inn, which is a restaurant that Clint Eastwood owned.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
Clint Eastwood was a mayor at the time. So.
Okay.
And we went through Pebble Beach Golf Course. We went to San Francisco to the Fisherman's Wharf. We we come back to Vegas. Sally won $1,000 in a video game, and on my birthday, September 19th, Mama went in to call home to check on the kids, because back then we didn't have cell phones. It was in New York, and New York hotel was just erected that year. They just opened up, and there was a slot machine just inside the door. And I was waiting on Mama on the outside, and I thought, well, I'll go in, because it took her a while. She was talking to Nell, and the sign kept flashing, play a quarter, play a quarter, play a quarter. So I put in a quarter, and these bells went off, and whistles, and all kinds of lights flashing, and this guy come running over here. Sir, you know what you just did? I said, nothing. I just put a quarter in. He said, no, you won $1,500. I said,
Really?
yeah, all right. So that's the only time I ever won anything. So that same trip, Sally won $1,000, and I won $1,500.
You used up all your luck on that trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One day apart, and then we spent, I think, total of 2 days in Vegas. And we went to the Grand Canyon, come back to Bryce Canyon, went through Kansas, seen all the flatlands, seen all the sunflowers, and through Missouri, and then come back home. So the whole trip took us like a month. And, oh yeah, did I say we stopped at San Diego Zoo?
I don't think so, no.
What a fabulous, that's Mama's probably favorite. Oh, we stopped at Tetons too, the Grand Tetons. Oh my God, what a beautiful, most beautiful mountains in the world, the Grand Tetons. That's in Wyoming. So that was my favorite vacation. However, Wyatt and I took one to Grand Canyon, and
right before COVID hit.
Vegas.
You guys couldn't
yeah.
have timed that any better.
The COVID chased us back to Ohio. As soon as we got home, the shut down the airports, everything else.
The morning we picked you guys up, I remember it was like a Wednesday morning. We picked you up, and then it was like everything shut down.
Shut down Thursday or Friday, yeah, because Wyatt's phone broke, and thankfully he went and got a new phone at the Apple store, because the following day, Apple store shut down, so he wouldn't have been able to get a new cell phone.
You guys couldn't have timed that any better.
Yeah, and Mama and I went to we went to Martinsville Race one time, then we continued on to Florida, spent a week with her brother, Alan and Sharon, and we drove, well, actually they drove, we rode with them to Key West, Florida. We visited the buoy that's the southernmost point in the United States. It's only like 50 miles from Cuba. There's a big buoy in the ocean, so I had my picture taken there. There was quite a vacation as well, and plus many trips to NASCAR races, to different cities and tracks, and trips to Canada, and even you kids went too with us one year.
One year, yeah, went to
Canada. Yeah, those were some fun times. My heart actually just aches for those days, you know. There was so much fun. Oh, my God, yeah. But my vacations, I've had so many of them. Those are the few that stand out the most, but, yeah.
Gotcha. Sounds good to me. All right. Well, Papaw, it's been a very great discussion so far.
Yeah.
We're probably going to start kind of wrapping this up here. So to wrap this up, if you have one final piece of advice for our audience, whether that be from our discussion today or maybe just life in general, what would it be?
Well, I've learned something new today, podcasting. I didn't really know what there was.
Yep, it's iPod and Cast, or like broadcast put together. It's like a play on those two words. Fun fact of the day.
So I was actually in like a movie or something. Huh?
Yes, you're a star. You're Clint Eastwood over here.
I'm some kind of star. Anyhow, we see Corey and Cody just showed up. They went dirt biking all day. As far as advice, I have no wisdom. I can't hardly give you kids any advice, because you guys are definitely smarter than I am. You guys are way ahead in life than I was. I didn't get saved till I was like 25 years old, thanks to Mama and a neighbor lady. They kind of got a hold of me, and
What,
the,
they just
the,
talk to you about it, or?
yeah, the Lord got a hold of me. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, and once you start having kids, you know, it was pointed out to me if something happens, I would never see them again because little kids go to heaven, and I wouldn't be going. So I made it right with God,
See. All right.
and that's about the most important thing in life, the way I see it. To give advice to anybody, get things right with God, because someday you're going to meet Him.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you, Papaw. I appreciate your time here.
Thank you, Wadey.
You
My
ha-
God, this has been something. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
They're probably going to delete it.
Oh gosh. Do you have any additional shout-outs you'd like to give before we wrap this up? Anybody you'd like to shout out?
No, shut up. Yeah, Mama. Hello, Mama. Nellie, yeah, Chuck, Miss Amanda, Morgan, everybody. Why? I wish you were here. Wish everybody were here.
The whole family.
Yeah. We have to just hang in there, watch ourselves. God give us a brain. I gotta tell you this one story. I'd like to
Okay.
tell this.
All right.
I heard this years ago. A preacher told this story. He said, now God do everything for us. He'll save us. He'll bring us to heaven. He also gave us a brain to protect ourselves. There was a big, heavy storm come one day, and the heavy floods. And this one guy was up on a rooftop of his house because the rainwater was so high. And one guy comes in a boat, said, "Come on, mister, I'll save you." And a guy on the rooftop said, "No, thank you, sir. The God will save me." He said, "Okay, have it your way." So he paddles off. Half hour later, another boat comes by. "Come on, mister, I'll spare your life. Jump in the boat." He said, "Nope, God will save me." I said, "Okay." So he drives off, paddles off. About half hour later, this helicopter comes hovering over. He said, "Mister, I'm going to throw you the rope. Grab it, I'm going to spare you." "No, thank you, sir. God's going to save me." So the helicopter flies off, and sure enough, he drowns. So up in heaven, he asked God, he said, "God, why did you let me drown? Why didn't you save me?" He said, "Well, I sent 2 boats and a helicopter."
Guess that wasn't enough for him.
That was it, yeah. I sent 2 boats and a helicopter, and you didn't have enough brains to jump on one of them.
Yep. I actually told that story to someone at work recently because we were talking about some of that, and someone had mentioned like, "Oh, like you're one of those cooler Christians." Like, okay, well, I don't know whatever that means. And it's like my aunt, like, she didn't put oil in her vehicle because she thought that God would provide the oil for her vehicle. And I was like, oh my gosh! And it's like that provoked me to say that story at work.
Perfect story.
Yep.
Perfect story.
Yeah.
God gave you a brain. You
Yeah.
know, don't.
That's the thing. It's like God will give you the resources to take care of your problems, but that doesn't necessarily mean like they're just gonna.
Yeah,
you
he
gotta
won't
deal
give
with
you
it,
a quart
know?
of oil. Yeah, he'll give you a brain to go get a quart of oil. Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
absolutely.
whatever, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a great discussion. Thank you, Papaw.
Well, thank you, Wadey. I love you, bud.
Thank you.
This was great. Nice experience. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Papaw. Love you too, man.
And thank you for all the questions, you guys. Angelina, and Morgan, and Trevor, and Haley.
Holly, yeah.
Holly Cole. Yeah, thank you, Holly. I haven't seen you for a while. I missed all you kids. So
It's been a while.
hopefully I run into you as soon as this virus is over. You know, we kind of staying put now, Mama and I, but we'll get out again.
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. We'll get there. Might take a few days, but we'll get
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you. It's good having you. Thank you, audience, for listening today.
Yeah.
It was great having you along for the ride. And we're like always, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
mask up or
Yeah,
whatever.
Look how good I look.
Oh, you look great always. And like always, have a nice day.